Well, hellfire, it is RockdaRiff, and I am back for another Metalhead Envy. And finally, on the last track of KG, The Hungry Wolf of Fate. With a track title like that, you've got to be dark, man. You've got to be evil. It's got to be some minor key, microtonal darkness to just soothe the soul. So I am super excited for this track. Everybody in the comments has been like, "Yo, you're gonna dig this one." So if I don't dig this one, it's y'all's fault. But no, I've enjoyed KG. I do think at the moment I'd have to say Odd Life is the one that stood out to me the most. Uh, I did have a member ask me how I liked Some of Us bleeding into ontology. I think the bleed ins of the whole record are really good. So I can make that blanket statement as there. I think King Giz does that really well, bleeding from one song to song. It's like I I think that's another reason why I've like truly fallen in love with this band is because I love albums and that's what their design is. Like they have that in mind. It's like I just finished guitars and bass for my band's our second outing, and now we're hoping to work with somebody in particular to do all the soundscape, do all the keyboards. We don't have a keyboard player, so we need to work with somebody that can do that, and I'm hoping his theming of our second record will have that to where every song bleeds into the next and everything. But I just don't. Some of Us is such a track on this record that just does not click with me at all. Maybe with time, maybe with some more listenings, I'll dig it. But at the moment, it just doesn't. It doesn't do it for me. I do like Ontology though. Uh, I think that's what I like the most is the ending of Some of Us that's bleeding into Ontology. But either way, let's dive into the Hungry Wolf of Fate. Yeah, let's get dark. Yeah. I like that chime. I wonder if that's actually a chime or notes. Yeah. So, Odd Life and Hungry Wolf of Fate. Already. Yeah. Dude, the ebb and flow of this already. Okay. I'm just, if I wasn't having to do this on camera. So I got a comment. I got one of the comments I just got. Somebody was like, "Yo, you should just do the full album reaction and everything." And if I ever get to a point where I can figure out how that's supposed to be done, because there's a lot of legality to this. I mean, part of it is just my scheduling, my personal scheduling now. I don't. This is a hobby. YouTube, I am shooting for the stars. I want to do it full time, but at the moment, it doesn't. Especially the Metalhead Envy series, like it's a big legality thing because like if you go to my Metalhead Envies playlist or you see my most popular videos here on my channel, I don't like nothing. There is no besides the views and the likes and the comments and talking to the fans, which is fucking awesome. Uh, it doesn't. So YouTube pays me, but not from those. Like literally, the only thing I can actually get paid for view or on is the gaming side of the channel. Some of the shorts, but people have asked like do a full album and everything, and I don't know how else to explain it. When I do a song, when I do one song, sometimes I get two or three emails saying this person has a claim, this person has a claim, this person has a claim. Like it's a lot of stuff. I'm blessed and fortunate that some artists don't block the video. It's the best way I could put it. So me trying to do a full album reaction, I don't know how to go about it. Like some of the bigger people on YouTube that do this kind of content, I don't know. I think they like I don't know if they get paid by the actual copyright holders to do what they do and all that. That's not the case for me. But I just love music. I fucking love listening to music and listening to especially bands like King Gizzard or Ghost or whoever. Like, if I had to name off who I listen to the most of nowadays, King is, Ghost, Cattle Decapitation. I still listen to Deftones a lot. I'm a big Deftones fan. Periphery, Haken, Tesseract. I do all that. Like the Metalhead Envy series on my channel is strictly because I love music. It's not to go full time on YouTube. And I think I've kind of pandered a little bit and got off topic. My original point I was trying to make when I paused, and I'm so sorry that I'm ranting right now, guys. So thank y'all if y'all were bearing with me through this rant. Uh, my original point was just trying to make the time because I'm trying to balance doing all the stuff I do on my channel, but I still have to work. I work as a cook, and then I have my own band, so I'm basically a cook guitarist, and just trying to balance all that. But I wanted to respond to that comment because I just thought about it, and I one day, if I ever get the chance to be a full time person on YouTube, definitely full album streams, Q&As, whatever. I would definitely love to do stuff like that. That was what I was trying to originally get to, but I'm just now drinking. I've made it quarter way through my first cup of coffee of the day, so I think I've got the chatter. Let's keep rolling with the song. I love that chop up that they do. Yeah. The bass and the chime. Like having that, what do you call it, a crescendo, or having the high part of the ebb and flow, and then coming back down to that fucking just simple bass and chime. Damn, man. I think, I don't know what it was at first when the drums kicked in. They almost sounded a bit washed out. But now, 3 minutes and 38 seconds into the track, the drums ain't fucking with my ears as hard. I guess my ears adjusted, but at first, I wasn't sure what was going on there. But yeah, this song, I think this is a gem. How is this not like one of the bigger hits off this album? Okay, a little bit of a march. Is that a snare or no? I like how that sounds. Like it ain't got the actual pop of a snare, but maybe it's filtered. Yeah, it's right there. So it's in that roll that it sounds, the drums sound the weirdest. Because it's like, really, it's mashed really hardcore together. Damn, I wish we would get a microtonal guitar solo right here. I feel like that would fit this spot so good. There we go. Not a guitar solo, but a little bit of a guitar player. All right. KG is over. I like this record. I don't know where I would put it at and what I've done so far. Okay. So, y'all already know Petro's my number one. Petro, I don't know if Petro's going to lose the top spot. Petro is number one. Uh, I really like Omnium Gathering, where I tweaked it and I took out some certain things on my playlist of it. I really dig it a lot now. But I don't know if I could put it at number two because the fact is I took out like 3 songs out of that record for when I listened to it. So if I had to go off of an album that I haven't tweaked as my number two, probably Polygon Land, which which I know I'm saying that wrong, but Polygon Wonderland, I dig the fuck out of that record. Uh, I think I would put KG. I don't know. The more I listen to Flying Microtonal Banana, the more I dig it. The more I dig that record, like it doesn't. I don't think it's as experimental as KG, but there is a vibe to that record that I really dig. But now that I'm done with KG here on the channel, I can listen to it just from beginning to end, without stopping, without interrupting, and I'll have a better ranking for it then. But yeah, Petro, Omni Gathering, uh, Polygon of Wonderland. I think those are my main three at the moment. I do still listen to Nonagon Infinity. That's a fun little record, but that zone on it so bad. Uh, and I don't think I've listened to Murder of the Universe. I don't think I've listened to Murder of the Universe in a while. I was listening to it while I was checking it out here for the channel, but it's been a minute. I feel bad because there is elements of that album I really do like, but the talking lady just peppered all through it. Just it kicks me out. Damn, I haven't listened to Ice Death, Planet Lungs, Mushrooms, and Lava in a minute either. Okay. But yeah, we're done with KG. LW is what I'm going to start with next. Uh, y'all were commenting saying that I think overall the fan base kind of likes LW a bit more. It's a bit darker, and maybe I'm going to like it a bit more. It's a bit more up my alley. But as KG sets at the moment, I think Odd Life and this one stand out to me the most. Odd Life is really, really, I love the fuck out of that track. It's like my favorite off of Omnium Gathering is honestly Candles. And I get that same feeling. I know they don't sound nothing alike, but I get that same feeling off of Odd Life as I did Candles. Like it cheers me up. Intrasport on this record was really interesting too. I think the music video stood out to me the most for it though. Like I had somebody comment this morning was saying, yeah, the camera trick is called bullet time from the Matrix, and I know about bullet time and the Matrix and everything. I don't know if I would consider the camera work in Intrasport really bullet time, because bullet time's like a million cameras in a circle, whereas I mean it's kind of the same effect. So yeah. Either way, I'm excited to start with LW. We'll get through LW and then we're gonna get to Infest the Rat's Nest. Uh, so I'm super excited for the next two King Gizzard records that I'm gonna be diving into. But sorry for my rant that I had in the middle of this track. It was just that's how I do these videos. Like uh, I've had some close friends tell me like, "Yo, man, like I wish you would stop talking so much in the middle of stuff." And I don't mean to do it in an annoying sense. When I sit here and I do these videos, I literally am just talking off the dome. So while I sit here and listen to something, whatever emotions and feelings and thoughts that I have, I try to get the hamster wheel rolling and say them in a smart way. Sound as intelligent as I can, even though I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed, smartest person on YouTube. But if this ends up being your first time to my channel, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what your thoughts on KG are. If you have a song request that's not King Gizzard, swing over to the community tab and you'll see that I have round 4 of Metalhead Envy suggestions up. I'm almost done with that list. I don't know if I should make another post and get another list started, but at the moment, that's still the one I'm working on. And at the moment of recording this and posting it, that's where I'm going to say go put your requests at. I know people have been requesting the Murlocs. I've got that 2 or 3 times. I plan on doing the Murlocs after I'm done with my King Gizzard rabbit hole dive and everything. But I can't think of nothing else to say. Shout out to members of the channel, especially Mysterious Higgs. I always like reading your comments and seeing what your thoughts are. And yeah, stay positive, stay rocking, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.